Hi, I'm Brian Eisenhower, and I'm here with Lori Weston of the Geeky Girls fame and Live Love Realty. And Lori's agreed to be with us here because we wanted to ask her a little bit about where realtors should be online to succeed in real estate. So, Lori, if you could help us answer that question. Where should realtors be? Where should their brand be online?
Well, definitely, I always ask this question, and everybody wants to raise their hand and talk about Facebook and all the social sites and all that. Well, first of all, if you don't have a great website with lead capture, you don't need to worry about any of the rest of that. That is your number one place you have to be. That is the hub of your whole system. The rest of it is the spokes that are going to feed back to that site. So once you have a great website that has good lead capture, that also allows you to follow up with those leads, then you can move on to the next step. Some people at that point will also start blogging. And we like to have the blog as part of the website because it adds content to your website, which is huge because as far as websites go, bigger is better. So that would be the next step. And you can blog about all kinds of things. Yes, you can blog about real estate, you can blog about different things that are going on in the industry. That's great stuff. If you have something that you're really passionate about, that's okay too. You're just trying to make connections with people and get them onto the site. Then next I would go to the social media, including Facebook, Twitter, and some of the other stuff we like to use, obviously Google+, and start building a presence in those places too. I would probably start with Facebook because there's well over billion people there, and you want to be where the people are. Then you also want to think about LinkedIn and also all of the syndication sites. You need to make sure that you have all of your profiles up to date, current. Please use a picture that has been taken pretty recently. Don't use your high school photo. You don't want folks looking at your profile and then running into you in person and going, wait a minute, who is that? Is that really you? So let's try and be real, okay? It's all about transparency, being real. So then once you get to that, then you can start doing some of the more fun things online. We do Pinterest. Everybody loves Pinterest these days, and that is a good place to be. If your clients are going to be there too. And one of the things we do is we create boards that are all related to our Live Love Realty by, every pin board is Live Love something. Even though it's on our personal board, it has that connection back with our brand. Sure. So there are ways to do that. You can do boards about fun things. You can do boards that include real estate. You can, like your listings. You can pin your listings. That's okay. The thing you need to remember about Pinterest is you need to have a great photo. So like for us, we even pin our blog posts on Pinterest. And that means you got to have a great picture in your blog because that's what's going to get shared and that's what's going to bring them back to, guess where? Your website, which is where you want them to be.
Isn't that the point of the blog? Is actually it's an extension of your website so that then you can proactively go out to different social media channels, attract people back to your website.
Absolutely.
So it's more of your website playing offense rather than people going and finding your website. It's a way to make your website get out onto social media networks and then pull them back.
Absolutely. And I think that's where some people do fail. When they write a blog post, they'll go out and they'll post it on like maybe their business page or a personal page or something like that on Facebook. They'll tweet it out once and then that's kind of the end of it. Well, okay. With Facebook, you really only need to post it maybe that one time, but on Twitter, Twitter's fast moving. It's in the moment. You need to post it many times. I would post it a few times a day over several days, maybe a week. Depending on when you write that next blog post, you can continually. And guess what? You can go back and tweet old posts out and still be driving traffic back to your website. Because if it's content that's, doesn't age, you can keep putting it out there.
One way I've seen a lot of people do that is they actually change the message they're tweeting to attract to the same blog post.
That's right, because what's going to happen is what you tweet, you can put whatever it is and then the link is going to be back to the post. So you can kind of frame it in different ways to make it look different out there on Twitter.
Awesome, awesome. Well, Lori, thank you so much for this valuable insight. Thanks for taking some time with us today.
You're welcome.